Hey, welcome to a very New York City edition of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name is Amin Al-Hassan, joined as always by John Jerv in Philadelphia. And today we got the Daily Double. We got Wos in New York visiting family for the holidays. And we got Big Money Tray. Millionaire Tray in his high rise somewhere in Manhattan. He's like, I just heard them talking about, hey, Wos, you want to meet up? And Tray said, I don't go into the boroughs.
he's not bridging tunnel scum like me and my people.
Tray was out here talking about, subways. I'm off that.
My man gave me the hedge fund intro.
Fucking trading places over here. What's his name? Valentine. That's what Tray is, man. So
that's
Tray,
the best Christmas movie out here, by the way.
Absolutely. So Tray, well, first of all, welcome to New York City. Impressions. You've been here for a few hours now. Impressions so far.
Man. It's not gonna be. Listen, I already know I ain't gonna get too geeked up. It's cool. It ain't snowing right now. It's a lot of people, but like not in a bad way. Just people actually happy. People's out there ice skating and shit and whatnot. But for the most part, I'm rocking with it. I think that the Compton New Yorker trademark is gonna be a thing. I don't think I'm gonna be, obviously using slang, but I can get used to it, especially, if everything going in my way.
Yeah, and they put him up. He said ice skating, guys. He's not just saying that and being facetious. Like, Tray is staying in Rockefeller Center right now.
No, why are you
so
putting
he's right by the tree. What are they going to do? They're going to find him in the whole Rockefeller Center? Please. There's like a trillion tourists there. They ain't going to find his ass. And so he's right by the tree. He's right by the skating rink. I was actually over there last week, just, doing some shopping and things like that. And I seen the line to do the ice skating. I was like, boy, the pandemic ain't gonna stop folks from ice skating at Rockefeller Center, boy. They not playing about the ice skating.
They threw a mask on a statue, but they ain't threw a mask on
Y'all niggas crazy. Hey Trey, I got a question for you, bro. Now that you on this side, right? And I'm asking this respectfully. How's it feel to be able to know you can wear whatever color you want and it's all good?
Don't you feel free now?
I could do that in Arizona, but today I seen a nigga that looked like he say sour. Like he had the loud for sale. He was walking straight at me, and I was like looking like, should I be ready to like swing or not? And he did some like last turn, and I was like, all right, this is what type of New York shit is right now. Like, niggas just walking just crazy. They just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I think I really got geeked off of was being able to jaywalk in front of NYPD. Like, and they just not like,
LA,
they'll grab you
LA
like crazy.
Niggas are always, it's the funniest thing. When we're with my LA friends and we'd be somewhere and I'm like, all right, let's cross. They're like, no, what are you doing? I'm like, what, man? We just crossed it. There ain't no cars around. Like, no. Because like abused dog. Like, no, the police will come get us for jaywalking.
That's real? Jaywalking is like real?
LA, oh, yeah. In LA. You get a fat ticket.
Yo.
Hey,
I just crossed in the middle of the street 5 seconds ago.
You might lose your life off a fucking jaywalking ticket. It start off a jaywalking ticket. And you might not make it home, bro. So I ain't even play them type of games out here. Luckily, I've been here multiple times before. Like if today was my first time ever walking, I probably would be like stuck on the sidewalk. I remember the first time I came to New York, niggas was like, yo, what are you doing? Nigga, you better hurry up. Like, so where's a car coming? Like, you better go. Come on. Like, nigga, we're not waiting on you. You need to pick it up. And, I think that's where my foot speed got up. I'm a professional speed walker now because of New York.
Yo, Jerv. Michelle Beadle once got a jaywalking ticket in front of the LA studios, like right there on Figueroa. And the nigga that wrote the ticket at the end said, big fan of Sports Nation. He hands her the ticket. So he knew who she was. Didn't say nothing until after the ticket had been written.
That's wild. I can't even imagine getting a jaywalking.
Me
ticket.
neither. I don't even
know
what does that look like?
It's the
Like, you're supposed to-
it's the weakest thing ever.
What if you run
but
away? Like while he goes to go get his thing, like
I don't know. I mean, in this climate, I
what if I don't have ID?
wouldn't do it,
What if
'cause
I
I have?
Like,
What if I don't have
What
ID?
happens if you don't pay the ticket?
So I got.
Just-
You know, that's what happened to me in Arizona. 4 cop cars pulled up on me on that for crossing,
that sounds about white.
Y'all dark skinned people.
and
got
I was
issues,
just
bro.
like, bro, you don't need all these cars for it, and just slap me on the wrist. You know, you're not about to give me a ticket, but you just really want to give me this conversation and the fact that I was black. You call for backup.
I
And I'm just
will
like-
say this though about and not to give the cops any credit for the jaywalking ticket, but because there's just so much less pedestrians and foot traffic in LA, like these dudes are not really trained as drivers to be ready for that shit. So they will hit you. You understand what I'm saying? Like in New York, you expect somebody to jump out of nowhere at all times because that's what homies do. That's like you see that dude and it's clearly green and he clearly sees you going. He looks right into your windshield and just goes across. Like that's a guarantee. You just know that's going to happen every single time. It's different in other cities. So maybe the cops are, trying to protect the jaywalkers. I mean,
Typical Blue Lives Matter was. Yo,
Was hard.
so last week, obviously, we gave you guys our version of a wrap up of 2020 from the BOMM perspective. This week, we got the actual wrap up tracks from Skillz and Uncle Murda. And I gotta ask you guys a question. I listened to the Skillz one. Was this the first year he changed the beat, or has he changed the beat for a while now?
Nah, his beats he's been off of using beats like because remember he used to take whatever the hot song was. I think he's been off of that for like 4-5 years now. It's nothing but just the clearance thing. Like he probably just doesn't want to pay the fucking money.
I actually at first I was kind of like, what is this? Then I was like, is that thrown in the trash? I was like, you know what, man, I fuck with it a little bit. And it's funny because I started and I was like, man, this shit about to be whack. I don't know why. I listen to it every year, or I think I listen to it every year, and I always enjoy it. But every time it starts, especially this time, I looked at him and his beard was all gray, and I'm like, oh, here we go, this old nigga trying to reclaim his youth or whatever. But as it goes on, I'm like, yo, this shit is funny as hell, man, and it was a real nice look back. Did you guys have any highlights from the Skillz edition that you wanted to revel in?
Well, Jerv is the apologist for Skillz.
Yeah, I want to hear Jerv break down this verse because he's the Skillz head. Skillz' his favorite rapper after Hove.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. But 2 Up, 2 Down, man. I gotta rep VA. Spent some time in VA. I thought it was dope. I thought it was super creative. He was already losing out on the battle of having the one that the streets want, just because Uncle Murda is the streets and Skillz is not the streets, right? So Skillz had to come different this year, and it was dope that he did the visual with it, because there were all the, if he doesn't have the visual, there's bars, there's things that he's saying that, me being the person with the terrible memory that I have for whatever reason that may be, I couldn't remember half that shit that he was talking about. But when he put the visual up, it brought something to it. The thing that stood out to me the most is probably the thing that will stand out to everybody was, when he ended it with the, saying that this joint was on for 8:46. This was as long as, so that was dope. I thought it was well done. I thought Skillz did a really, really good job. Not saying, forget the bars or whatever. I just thought it was super duper creative. I liked the whole concept of throwing in the trash and everything was that, or whatever the case may be. I thought it was funny.
Mm-hmm. Was?
Yeah, obviously I can appreciate the skill and the craft that goes into it, and of course I'm definitely touched by him taking the opportunity to pay tribute to George Floyd and his family, because obviously that's one of the biggest things that happened in the country, right? Like it sparked a mass protests and rioting and all this other stuff. So that's dope. And the thing about Skillz is like when I listen to the guy, it's obvious that he's witty and he's clever and he's a good artist. It's just, you know, inevitably every year I listen to these records and I'm just like, how is it possible that this dude's never made a song that I like? Maybe he's ghostwritten a record that I was into before.
He's definitely,
you know, because I know that's a big part of what he does is getting them pub checks from writing for other songs. But I'm just like, damn, how does Skillz never even made, you know, a one joint, not even a "this is why I'm hot"? You know what I'm saying? Like everybody gets their one. So that's what I was more thinking about. Is like, damn, Skillz ain't never hit me with a joint before.
I remember, he was like on one Timbaland mixtape back in the day, and I was like, oh, I like this track. But I'm with you, Waz. I can't point to a Skillz track. They're like, yes, this is my shit right here. Other than the wrap ups, I do enjoy the wrap ups. And it's funny because every year I'm like, I ain't gonna like this. This is whack. And by the end of it, I'm like, oh yeah, that was funny. That did happen. Like, it's kind of just like, it's more. In a weird way, I think I respect it more for its comedic value than I do its rapping value, if that makes sense. Not that he's terrible, not that he's not rapping well, but it's like I'm listening to it to laugh. I'm not listening to it because it's a bop. You know what I'm saying? Trey, what did you think?
For Skillz, I'm not really crazy about him. I respect him because that was his kind of thing. And then obviously everybody's kind of rode that wave. Cool with the message, but I could do without it. I'm not, you know, one of those like, oh, that was really thoughtful. You know what I mean? It was like, bad news is bad news at the end of the day. And a lot of people loved it. But I think if you had to choose one, and most people love visual stuff, it was good on the eye when you watch the visual side.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It helps.
Yeah.
But I'm always going to go with Uncle Murda because he's just a funny nigga. And I need to laugh.
Talk to me about the Uncle Murda version, because I didn't get a chance to listen
Uncle
to
Murda,
it.
he just, you know, he was cutting in all the thirsty shit. He threw in Boosie, put your pussy lips on live for $1,000. He said,
that was my shit.
I think he said one of the wildest lines I've thought I probably ever heard in rap was the nigga said, you know, that Kobe shit was whack. You could have took fucking Lamar Odom, nigga, or Delonte West.
Like,
nigga,
we'll get to Lamar Odom in a minute.
And
we will get to Lamar Odom in a minute.
And he's like, I'm not really tripping. He like, look, I ain't got no beef with him, but the world would have been less sadder. I was like, yo, that's so wild fucking line. But like, again, this is a nigga that the mix was just smooth. And like, I laughed more than one. It was more of like a comedy album than anything, like than being sad. And I was just like, fuck, like, okay. This is what I've expected from this nigga. Cause I don't, you know, I ain't really checked for Uncle Murda since like the Fab tapes, like with him doing some features, him and Red Cafe. And that's out. So, you know, and he just dropped a project when they dropped that song. So I might give it a chance since I'm in New York, you know what I'm saying? Cause I've been playing nothing but New York bop since I've been here. Trying to get in the essence.
Just play Hove, bro. You ain't gotta go to Uncle Murda route, bro. Just play Hove.
No, we ain't gonna do all that, bro.
Respectfully.
Man, I'm about to
There's
watch
more
Clock.
New
I'm
York
about to watch
than Hove, Jerv, believe it or not. I mean,
you're right. My bad. There's Nas, there's Big, there's Bobby Shmurda.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to throw on Clockers. I'm about to really get in my bag, man.
You know what's funny with Murda's John? I listened to it, and I don't know if I'm becoming, you know, now that I'm older, I'm becoming younger, and my attention span sucks. I saw the length of the song, and I was just like, holy shit, 13, 14 minutes? Like, damn, like that's half of an album nowadays. You on mute, bro.
Yeah. The attention span is crazy.
Jerv,
too.
I thought I was gonna really quickly listen to it while you guys were talking just to catch up.
Nope.
And then I was like, nope, yep, that's no. I said that 13 and a half minutes. I was like, nope.
I mean, when you listen to it, if you fool with murder, it's murder, right? Like, I've never been, even with the Red Cafes and the Fab days and you know, when he got down with Fifth, I've literally never been an Uncle Murda fan. I never thought dude was nice. I think he's witty. I think he's hilarious. And I think he has his lane, which is, yo, I'm tougher than you. And I'm going to tell you how much tougher I am than you. And if you want this smoke, I've been known to hand out some smoke. so that's my lane. But you know, it was when I heard that Kobe line, I cringed at first because I was like, damn, like, can you just imagine being like Lamar or Delonte West hearing this shit or one of their family members, and you listening to this dude saying, yo, the world would have been better off if y'all would have got chalked rather than Kobe.
Niggas
That's
get
wild
slandered every day, B. You trying to act like that
Yo,
shit.
they
You acting
do.
like that shit
They do.
regular, nigga. A nigga say, you know how many times they say, man, why God didn't take this nigga on Twitter? Bro.
Yo,
No, that's real. That's real. That's real.
let me say this shit. Let me say this shit right now. Obviously, I didn't hear it, but you guys are telling me. Like, there's a part of me like, that stings. And there's a part of me that's like, yo, shout out to a bygone era where niggas would just say shit and it wouldn't be a think piece about it later. Like, you know, like sometimes you say some out of pocket, outlandish shit. I'm not saying it's right or good, but it's just like, damn. And then we move on. Not like, you know, trying to kill the guy or whatever.
It's just
you know,
rap.
it's like, it's a line.
It's just rap. It's a rap line, and you know you're supposed to be trying to provoke people and get people going.
Well,
like you're trying to move people with the shit that you say. I get my privilege in this and that. I'm not a member of Lamar Odom's family, so I get to say that and feel that way, right? Or Delonte West, but like as a rap fan, it's like, yo, whatever, man. Say what you gotta say. Say what you, and that's what got him on. That's what made him. You know, garner some buzz and some notoriety is because he was one of those rappers when he first came out that seemed to be willing to say anything, right? And stand behind it too. So, you know, no foul, no harm, no foul.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like, to me, battle rappers and then, or actually rappers in general. Let me say rappers in general and comedians. Like, if there's art behind what you say, you can say damn near anything. Honestly, right? Within the scope of what you're saying, right? So comedians that go, quote, like Andrew Schultz, my buddy, says a lot of shit. Yo, and it's not just something new. I mean, years ago.
Oh, they've been trying to cancel Andrew Schultz. They've been trying.
But y'all, I can't remember what it was y'all or one of my other group chats. Yo, what's up with your boy Schultz? Like what? Oh, he said this, that. I'm like, yo, he's a fucking comedian. He's not like people. There was actually like a segment of black people that legit thought Andrew was racist because on Brilliant Idiots, the name of the show has idiots in it, right? He would say some outlandish shit, as does Charlemagne, right? And like, I'm like, he's a comedian. Like, he's going for the funny, like wherever it is, I know. And
no, I'm saying like if you've ever listened to any of his material, it's considered. It's thoughtful. It's not always PC. It may be crass a lot of times, but his stuff, he puts thought into it. So it's like, get over it. Like the murder joint was clever and funny. And like, you know. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, let me be clear. I'm not complaining. No, I'm saying
Jerv, you
that
from
shit caught me
Philly. We
off
know
guard.
you've heard some of the worst stuff in your life, fam. We know how y'all do over there. So,
yo,
hey man, listen.
Yo, I apologize for burying the lead. By the way, I know we're talking about music and all that, but Jerv, what are your thoughts on the Sixers so far?
Hey man, 10-9-8, bro, we out here.
I'm gonna say this right now, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a new listener to the podcast, you don't understand. I'm used to John Gervais texts and like group chat messages and references during the pod about the Sixers. And there go Jerv courtside, him and his man Jabari at the game, like just taking in stuff. And so the idea that the Sixers would start the season on fire the way they are, and I haven't heard a word from Jerv this season. Not one word. Not in the group chat, not a personal message, not an Instagram post, nothing. What's going on here, man?
I mean,
we ain't gonna slander you. Remember, we still got a couple more weeks.
No, I mean, if there was ever a time I should get this off, it's right now, right? Because no one can say anything to me because this is a Philly slander-free pod until the inauguration, right? I'm hype. I am hype, But I know my audience. Like, just because y'all not gonna slander the Sixers or the Philadelphia on the pod doesn't mean I'm not gonna get this smoke in the group chat. So there's absolutely no point to bring it because I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of sending messages in the group chat, shit that I think is funny, shit that I think deserves a response, and it's crickets. So I'm not talking Sixers.
Hey.
When we hoist that mother effing trophy at the end of this year, because my man is aggressive. My big man is going for MVP, and we got the hood Curry brother on the squad, and we got Danny Green coming back to life. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And everybody needs a little shake in their life. Hello. We got that brother, bro. We not out here with this fluffy stuff, living this West Coast life with our toes in the sand, bro. It's bubble jackets. It's bubble jackets. Oh no, bro. You on this side, dude. It's over.
He gets to go. Trey, these are the rules, bro. They save America. Hello? They save democracy. These are the rules. He gets to go.
I mean, are you not a patriot, brother?
Are you talking about the Lakers?
Like, I'm confused.
Is that what you're talking about? Like, as teams that got
any of them teams, bro. Anybody that's out there with 70-degree weather in December, man, you don't know what it's like to have that hawk out there in December, to have to leave from your luxury car to go into that tunnel, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They ready. So I'm gonna just let the play do the talking. We out here, number one team in the NBA right now as of this podcast. You know what I mean? Catch my team, dog. I think we play tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
I don't even know what to say. I just like, look, I mean, I was somebody who foolishly picked the Sixers to go to the finals last season. And so to watch them just flame out just horribly and make me look like a complete idiot, I'm still reeling from that to the point where I haven't watched a Sixer game yet this year. Like, where last year I was literally catching every game that I could of them.
Tobias cooking.
Well, that's
Tobias cooking.
Finally,
he's cooking like he got a Clipper jersey on.
He's shooting that three like he a Curry. I'll say that. He's shooting
that's dope, man.
Well, what I'm not about to do is hop on the Tobias bandwagon, bro. Anybody can score. Anybody can get buckets at Saturday at 7:30 p.m. I need you to get that at the Wednesday night primetime game when LeBron or Kawhi and all them dudes is coming. Just because you picking on Markelle Fultz and the fake Blake Griffin bull.
Oh, so now Markelle Fultz is like, it's some shit that we pick on.
I mean, has he been outside of getting 50 mil? What has he done?
Leave my man alone.
Man.
Yeah, no.
Hey, listen, bro, I don't want no smoke.
Leave your man, Trey. That used to be his man.
We need a permanent
I know what type of cat he is, bro. He the heel turn.
All good things must come to an end, good brother.
Look at that. I hear you.
Yo, so real quick, I do want to get to this. I know you're going to get to this on Thursday, Woz, but I want to ask you because the Trump audio came out, him calling the state of Georgia Secretary of State. And I swear to God, I listened to that audio and I thought this shit happened like mid-November, early December, weeks and weeks ago. And imagine my surprise. This nigga said that shit the day before yesterday? You out here talking about they got rid of the insides of the machines? So Woz, first of all, just set the table for people who may not have heard the audio. What Trump said to this dude and just how ridiculous this shit is.
I mean, this dude, I guess, is the Attorney General of Georgia. I'm drawing blank on the white homie's name, but Trump calls him and essentially is like, look, there's only a few days before Joe Biden gets inaugurated. We're running out of time. And all I need is, a few thousand votes here or there.
No, the nigga had the exact number. I'm like, what? He didn't say like, yo, find me some votes. He said 13,372.
Like, that's all I really need is millions of voters in the state. Like, we could figure this out. It's sad. It's pathetic. It wouldn't be as sad and pathetic if he wasn't being propped up by a lot of people in his party, elected officials who are people who got elected democratically, who are undermining our own democratic process because their preferred candidate didn't win. It's sad. It's trash, but it's been the Republican MO for a while now. Like if you're not cheating, you're not trying. It's just basically true. Especially when it comes to.
But Waz, like, are you surprised that he would?
No, I'm not surprised because like to him, like what's the I think other presidents would be like, shit, if this comes out that I was doing this, I'd be ruined, I'd be finished. Like, you know.
You know what it's like? It reminds me of, and we'll get to it in a second, it reminds me of Power, Monet showing up to the drop and everything. I'm like, what crime boss executes all this shit in person? I know hey, Jerv, what does Hov say? You never catch me on the news again.
My man will get you.
My man will shoot you. I don't do that
shit. Listen, respectfully, I feel some type of way about that bar because what was it, like a week later, Beans got in his shit, and then I firmly believe they played that clip over and over again in the courtroom as Beans looked into the camera and said, "I'm gonna shoot you."
Yo.
I will shoot you.
Shout out to cousin Danny's too. That was the location.
By the way,
nice
man,
little hood spot.
Damn, I gotta talk to y'all on some bossa nova stuff, but like, I learned some news this weekend that really.
It's been a while since we had a good bossa nova. Go ahead,
really
3, 2, 1, and bossa nova
has allied himself and partnered with the feds. Okay, moving on. Bossa Nova's over.
When we're back.
Wow.
All right. Okay. Moving on. Really quick before we get to the power season finale. Obviously, we got word over the last couple of days that MF Doom had passed away. Apparently, passed away months ago, but his wife chose to keep this a secret up until very recently. Before we talk about his legacy, do any of y'all have any idea why? I'm not saying why she kept it a secret, but why did she reveal it when she revealed it? Like at that point, it's like, well, don't you just keep it a secret?
I mean, that's probably his dying wish, though, or some shit. It's the most doom shit ever, though. You feel me? Like it's just like the most doom shit ever. You're just like, bruh died on Halloween, and we didn't find out two months later. That's some doom shit. That's like alter ego to alter ego. Like he had to top his death. Like that's some crazy shit. And you know, like again, that shit hit me though, because like you know that's Doom is heavy inspirational. Obviously, you know we normally get tagged for being nerds to listen to Doom because it's no way around it. I don't care. You're a nerd if you listen to Doom, and that's cool. It's cool.
Doom is one of them niggas that like I know I respect, but I'm like I can't name anything.
See, and I'm go ahead, Jerv.
I was gonna say all I know is I'm supposed to spell his name in all caps. That's
caps,
all I know.
Right. I mean, so that's the thing too. I don't think anybody on this call self-identifies as a backpacker.
Nigga, you.
Nah,
hold on. Hold on. Waz sold out. But like Waz, you are a former backpacker.
No.
Yes or no? Waz, you never been a backpacker.
I never was a backpacker.
You lying, Waz. You was that nigga on hip hop online and shit. All the message boards and shit.
I never listened to J. Rue the Damager. I never fucked with none of this music.
Lying.
Wow.
Nigga, you lying.
Is this Brooklyn Waz or Queens Waz?
I barely know what beats, rhymes, and life is.
Jerv, that nigga's lying, and you know who else is lying? The nigga Tray. Because that nigga had dragons on his shirts and shit. Nigga, you a backpack person too.
I never denied it. I never denied it. I'm a Mos Def nigga.
Okay,
but I'll be all in that Black Star, all that
bro.
shit, bro. Like you know, I've been listening to that. But I'm also, as Jerv would dub me, as the nigga that listens to everything. Waz listens to everything too. But I just be sitting there, nigga. I'll be waiting on the Thursday night, downloading alternative. I be downloading motherfucking electronic. You know what I'm saying?
Waz is in New York and he's drawing all his fucking New York energy in him right now. Like, what? I never knew that shit. I never listened to none of that shit.
I promise you, I've been anti-backpack from the day that I found out what it was.
Nigga, like, I know niggas that known you since you was 12. I will find out this shit. You can't fucking lie to me. You can't hide that shit.
I'm telling you, I never liked underground hip hop in my life. I've never been a fan of it. Like, I never want to like listen to a dude just straight up rap to somebody knocking on a door. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes want the music to be as sparse and unmusical as possible, as weird as possible. Like, if people can tap their feet to it and more than 4 people like it, it's trash. That's the rules of Backpack. Like, I never, ever, I mean, been a backpacker.
You weren't into mixtapes and shit, Wos? Like, cause like, to me, mixtapes when we
that
were
was
growing
a
up.
form of backpack, but we understood that if you started off on Clue, the idea was that you would become a mainstream artist. Clue was your jumping off point. Like, you were underground if you were only on Clue tapes, but the idea was that you would become a mainstream cat, somebody that would typically probably try to go gold or platinum or something with their release. Like, that's not what underground is.
So you're not with Loaded Lux or anybody like that? You never fucked with them?
I mean, I know who they are, like the battle circuit, but I never even fucked with the battle circuit like that. Like, and no disrespect, I understand the craft and the skill, but that was never my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, somebody
By the way, I know
You
niggas
Negroes
love
go out
New York
Cali
battle
and
rappers,
change.
but Philly got some niggas out of the battle rap shit.
of course,
Them niggas is,
Talk that talk, Trey.
them niggas,
Talk that
bruh.
talk.
of course,
I can go down the line. No, I'm just saying in general, dog.
Of course.
That's what they good at.
Bro,
That's what Philly-
keep this
that's
coming, bro. This is our time.
No, but Philly is great for niggas that could battle great and never make an album.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey.
Niggas
It's
went
not
from
January
Philly
20th, good
love.
brother.
Niggas went from
Don't do
Philly love.
that. Take that back.
Philly
Take
is
that
great.
back.
Philly is greatest for battle rappers. Absolutely. And I'm gonna leave it at that. They're
But
great.
like, yeah, man,
great
you
battle
know,
rappers.
them shows with a bunch of cats with the Fidel Castro hats on in, some musty downtown club with no chicks in it.
Nigga
Like,
said to Fidel.
that never sounded like something I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What my man Trey
I never
say,
wanted to
niggas ain't
listen
got
to
no hoes.
Immortal Technique. Like, I like the idea that I would listen to something like that was just hell no. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I know that Doom is a underground hero, like a cult hero in that way. And from talking to people over the weekend, a lot of people was like, yo, Doom is a lot of your favorite rappers' because his style was so unique, so singular. Like, he was just a really creative dude with the rhymes. And all respect due, of course. Like, I see the impact. Like, the biggest dudes in the game fuck with him. But me, did I listen to his album with Mad Lib? No. And I'm not even trying to say, like, I'm proud of it. It's just like, that's not something I would listen to.
Yeah, hold on.
Would Smoke Dizzy be backpack? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Go continue.
Nah, Smoke Dizz's not.
Go ahead.
He not backpack?
Nah, he's not really a backpacker.
But I fuck with Dizzy. Shout out to Dizzy. But like back to get on to Doom, you know what I'm saying? It sucks because it's like obviously that was one of the gut punches of 2020. And yes, I was sitting on my fucking couch at the time, like, why the fuck she do that on New Year's and just blow everybody high? You know what I'm saying? Because we was looking to have a great day, and then that news rolled out, and it was like, fuck, now I gotta go listen to some Doom. Because that's what normally happens when people pass on. We celebrate them, we rock out, we play the streams, we watch the movies, we do everything. We even write our little emotional memories to it. And it was super eerie because I had just made a random playlist like 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? But Doom was definitely one of the people that inspired me to do the Black Cafeteria Tray. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, because it was the whole behind the scenes grind.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I always
thought that was a Ghostface thing. See, that's how old I am.
See,
I'm old. Like, to me, Ghostface was the original, like, I'm going to hide my identity.
Yeah, because MF Doom was just always like, fuck being known, like, in person.
Right.
And just come get the bars. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't a rapper, but I just was like, I'm on Twitter just to laugh, not send pictures. I'll get on Instagram if I was going to take pictures and shit. You feel me? Like, and I like to, I was trying to be incognito too on the teaching shit. So it helped. And, with Doom, this nigga would be bored and go from this name to another name, and niggas will find him again and be like, wait, this nigga sound like Doom. Who is this? And it'd be another nigga. And he had a cult following to a point where the nigga paid somebody to perform his songs for him just because he didn't want to do it.
Yeah, that was another thing. I don't know that all his fans were into that one. Some people paid like their good hard-earned money to see this man perform, and he sent an imposter, and he did it on multiple occasions, which is just, like, it added to the lore, but it's also kind of a scumbag thing to do.
Yo.
That's how you get multiple bags, bro. You can do 2 shows at one time.
Yeah, hey, Jerv, on that note, that reminds me of when I went to the fucking KOD tour, and Kill Edward came out and performed. Kill Edward came out, opened the show to like 7 people. He goes backstage, and then they go through the whole thing, and then Cole come out, and everyone goes crazy. Like, oh my God, Cole! Like, y'all realize that nigga came out like a whole set. He did a whole set, like fucking, like he did like 3 fucking songs, and nobody realized it. I was just like, yeah, come on, man. Wait, that's not a secret anymore, is it?
No.
Nah.
Okay, yeah.
We talked about it. We talked about it.
Okay, all right.
Because I remember I ended up going to a show, and I was like, yo, that's cool, right? And he was like, yeah, nigga, that's cool. And then you told me that.
Yeah, when you were in Phoenix.
Yeah.
In Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got Trey to get in, right? So like, yo, that's the funny you said that shit. Yeah, I remember that. But nah, it's just
I'm at
funny,
the show,
man.
and I'm like, nigga, because I really rocked with that one little track that he got.
How many 6'2" fucking rappers are there that are also like with fucking dreads hanging out? Like, it's like, yeah,
but I'm just talking about before the visual, because I was just trying to piece it in. I was like joking, you know, I was on Twitter talking about is it was and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't.
You know the picture. The picture is our buddy Mark.
Yeah, that's what you told me.
Yo, why? You know Mark, right? Haitian Mark,
of course.
Yeah, that's the picture they used for Kill Edward, which is fucking hilarious, by the way. Like, it's just one of our niggas, man. Like, that nigga don't make music or nothing. He's just a nigga. Like, so it's like the perfect alibi. Yo, all right, real quick. First and foremost, I have some feedback. I didn't think I'd get feedback this quick. Anonymous feedback from my sources. Source number 1, he's truly a rap nerd. This is about Watts. Source number 2, the question was this nigga ever a backpack rapper? Right? That was the question. These are people, sources, I went deep into the sources. Source number 1, he's truly a rap nerd. Source number 2, sorta, yeah, questionable choice, but with questionable choices for back rap band. But all in all, yeah. He was not official backpack, but he knows his shit. He ain't necessarily showing love. If I had to speak as far from my perspective, hell the fuck nah, but don't know what was considered backpack at that time. Maybe. All right, okay. Then source number 3 says, I don't know if he was backpack, but definitely Hove, definitely Ross. That shit was more like his bag.
There you go. Exactly. In fact, the only...
Hold on. I have source number 4. I have mad sources. Source number 4 says, in response to all that, to the whole Ross thing, I think that was learned.
Oh, please. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Get the hell out of here.
That nigga had to be converted.
If anything, the only backpacker that I can remember ever like having a real fandom for, and I was indoctrinated by my older cousin backpack face ass. Shouts to my cousin Stanley, was Cannabis. That's the only true backpack dude who I can say for sure. Rap? Oh my God, are you kidding me, bro? Big backpacker, son.
Jerv, I had to learn that shit the hard way, bro. I was like, y'all don't think Cannabis is nice?
Yo, big
start playing that freestyle with it. The freestyle we start talking about, Cannabis is the version of German engineering or whatever.
Yes, sir. I remember that. I battle you on the net. I battle you in the flesh. Like, yo, bro.
I battle you on the phone. You can call me Connect.
Yeah. That's literally the only backpack I can say for sure that I was like, as a youngin', I was like, wow, this dude is incredible.
Yo. Nah. I know one you fooled with, because he's a self-proclaimed backpack rapper. He says he's backpack rap, and he was at one point in time. Wale, you fooled with Wale.
Okay, yes.
Wale was backpack rap.
Wale has #1 records, y'all. He was
But
a
at one point in
backpacker.
time,
at one
Wale was
time.
backpack rap though.
Okay.
Jerv's got a point. He not talking about Wale fucking
Okay.
on.
That's
I'm
fair.
not talking about
No
ambition. I'm
Hands
talking
and
about Back
shit.
to the
Not talking
Future
about-
and all that shit.
We're talking about like
He talking
the
about
album
mixtape
about
Wale.
nothing.
Mixtape
That's
Wale.
fair.
The mixtape
That's
about
fair.
nothing.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's a fair
Why
assertion.
are you denying this shit?
I'm not son. I'm
Why? Just
not
embrace
a
it, bro. You
backpacker,
was
son.
a backpack rap
Jerv,
fan. It's okay.
Jerv, tell him. Yo, we grow up, we change. Like,
It's
we
okay.
like things, and then we don't
Niggas
like
is having
things.
a backpacker intervention right now.
It's okay, dude.
This nigga just denying it.
It's like one
Why?
day you like bars and one day you don't like bars. It's okay, dude. Like me,
all
I still
right.
respect the bars.
All right.
You, I understand, bro. If it don't have an owl, you know what I'm saying? We not fucking with it. I get it.
The name of this episode is Backpack Wos. There it is. I don't give a fuck what else we talk about. It's called Backpack Wos. All right. So because I know Wos, you gotta dip here in a second. Real quick, the Power season finale for Power Book 2 Ghosts, which I just call Power Season 7 or whatever the fuck. I don't know why they're pretending it's a different show. It's not. It's the same shit. I watched it a little later, not as late as Trey, but I watched it a little later than everybody else in the chat. So all the messages talking about, oh my God, what a great episode. Even Jerv gave it its respect.
The finale?
And so the finale. Jerv was like, oh my God. This
Yo, you didn't like the
episode,
finale,
yeah.
bro?
Jerv?
No,
That was the most power
Jerv.
fucking episode I've ever
y'all
watched.
Jerv, it was ridiculous.
See, this is I don't get y'all. I've let y'all know something's good, and then all of a sudden y'all don't fool with it. But if I would have told you it was
Jerv,
trash,
Nigga, I don't get you.
First of all, I missed all the texts about you saying the finale was fire. I literally watched the last 3 episodes this morning in preparation for this show. And like, one, I'm gonna say, because I watched all 3 at the same time. One, like the drug dealer angle, the drug pushing angle got so convoluted, bro. Like between Rico and Jackie Long popping up for 3 seconds, and the cop Spanish dude that's on payroll, and the dude in jail, and what's his name? Zane? What's his name?
Who, Zeke?
No, his name is not Zeke. What's the crazy fool?
Who, Kane?
Kane, not Zane. Kane, and like trying to map together how all of these pieces fit in this world was insane, bro.
See, that's where you got to stop right there, bro. What you're trying to do right now is you're trying to make sense. I personally just allowed power to be power. I did what you guys wanted me to do. I stopped wanting it to make sense.
But Jerv, I should be able to follow the show though. Like I should be able to follow along. Like I could follow along with I could kind of follow along with what's going on with Tyreek at his school, his mom's case, and kind of the sack and the mom's lawyer in collusion. Like that, even that was just like, what? Honestly, they don't need to do all of this. They really don't need to have all of this plot.
Was the part where Tariq is on the stand and he's like, yeah, but you were following me at my dad's grave. And I'm like, yo, no court in fucking the world would ever allow. Like what? Like they the judge never said disregard. She's like, tell me more. I'm like, what?
Or when the DNC dude kicked the judge out of her own office, I was like, what?
No, well, hold up. You uppity Negroes are killing me right now. Y'all want to watch fucking HBO shows that got aliens popping out of the ground and changing Jackie Robinson history. Jackie Robinson's hitting an alien with a baseball bat, and now
that was a dream.
You want to come at me because Tyreek pulled a fast one. We knew Tyreek was going to do it. They just had one episode, so they had to force it. You Negroes are crazy.
I'm just saying,
this is a very Jerv strong episode, and I'm glad.
My thing is, Jerv, there's like they don't need to do the triple cross, quadruple cross. Like it's unnecessary. They're
trying to bridge 5 shows
let me ask you a
together.
question. Hold on. Wos, when you watch these episodes, do you ever stick around to watch the post episode thing with the creator of the show?
I don't.
Bro, she talks more enthusiastically than the biggest fucking Star Wars superfan. Like she is so like she thinks she's making a Godfather. I swear to God.
It's
She thinks
I mean, like honestly, you could like they could have easily did. All right, Tariq's at a new school. He gets involved with a new drug family because he still wants to push drugs, and that drug family has a rival. That's enough. Make them beef, killing each other's baby moms and street dudes and all of that, and make those characters interesting people and keep it pushing. There's like 50
Jerv is
triple
so all
crosses,
in.
bro.
Nah.
Like we didn't
Jerv,
we
is so,
don't need all
Jerv,
that.
go ahead. Counterpoint, Jerv, go ahead.
How else are they going to give Tommy his spinoff if Tommy doesn't pop back up in the shit? They got like that has to happen.
I'm fine with
Was
Tommy
that the
popping back
me?
in.
Blood in my boy, I can't see.
Yeah, that was
I'm
crazy.
just trying to be what
That
I'm
was crazy.
destined to be.
Yo,
Hello.
That's you know what that is? That is very, very expert use of nostalgic music to pluck at your heartstrings.
right.
I had so many people tell me, oh my God, when Tommy showed up and Many Man was playing, I'm
Nah.
like, just because you love the
It
song
was lame.
doesn't mean like that none of that shit makes sense.
But Jerv, I don't even have a problem with Tommy coming back. Like he's a character that we know from the show, and bringing him back is fine. They brought him back very sloppily and haphazardly. But I don't even have a problem with
They
that.
had
But it's
one
like,
episode.
but it's like y'all kill like the Kane dude is at one point he's going against the guapos, then he's down with them, then he's killing them again, and it's just like, yo,
Trey.
just make them the rival crew and let them go to war and make the characters in both crews interesting, and we're good. We don't need
just
all
wants
this
to
other
love-
plot twist shit.
He just
Trey,
wants the
I-
love
I-
of his mom, bro. That's all he wants. He's trying to get love
I
from
wa-
his mother.
I need Trey's reaction because I said, and Trey hadn't watched the episode at the time, I said, this nigga Kane been kicked out of the family like 17 times in the last, like, you done with the family. And they do the dramatic music, and I'm like, did that shit happen like 10 minutes ago?
The thing about the whole, getting cast away is that they really try hard to make, and like, I understand where Jerv's point is, where they make it really soap opera-y, where it's like, it's going to be bad TV and they're going to drag it out as much as possible. But then people who romanticize with this series and do not refuse to believe that it's good or bad. Like I said, I was hyped like, okay, cool. This nigga Tariq is becoming Ghost. Great. Good way to do it and accept himself. But then there's those parts where you're just like, exactly what Woz broke down. Like, nigga, what? Jackie Long. All of a sudden just go out that easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought, Tommy had something ill, but the fact that he's just, such and such must die, or, like he's just on this whole revenge tour, and it's like, bro, where you been? Or, you know what I mean? Trying to make it work, but like, it was certain things. And Zeke, he pissed me off. I'm glad they killed Jabari, Mark Lamont Hillface. Finally, got that nigga up out of there. Because he's the worst nigga on the show. Huh?
Can you give me my credit? I called that like 3 episodes ago. I told you Kane was going to kill that nigga.
Wait, Kane didn't kill him though.
I'm sorry.
Technically,
Kane killed him, but Tariq had to do it to show that he was down.
Yo, by the way, shout out to this meme that Jerv shared in the chat. It's a picture of the dude, Mark Lamont Hillface, and it says, "This is Jabari. Jabari was a tender ass nigga who stalks people, who he thinks hitting a girl who don't even want him. Jabari got shot in the same night by 2 different niggas who don't even like each other for not minding his business. Stop chasing hoes and mind your business. Don't be Jabari."
Don't be Jabari, bro.
That's a fucking excellent chat.
So I caught up on episodes, and like that scene where he's reading the joint and it says like, oh, she's dating a square, but she don't want that nigga or whatever. She's feeling me. And he thought Tariq was describing his relationship with the teacher and describing Jabari as the square dude that the teacher don't want. And he snapped the pen.
His jealousy was real Young and the Restless type. That shit had me really pissed, because I'm like, it's no black dude that's just really just sitting there. It reminds me of that Cole song where he premeditated murdered the dude. What song was that on his mixtape back in the day?
I think it's called premeditated.
It's the girl of my dreams. That's it. That's what remind me of that nigga Jabari, bro. Just pissing me off, bro. He's just over here he I finally
snapped
get
the
it.
pen. He was so tight. I was like
who snaps a pencil while he's just like, and he's like,
and Courtney Kemp wrote that in, by the way.
Of course she did.
Hold on.
For him to snap his pencil?
Did my son ever get his $50,000 that he wanted for saving Tyreek's life?
No, too big. They just left him out. He just all of a sudden was
that storyline just went kaboom.
He's always
so we wasted our time with that whole angle.
He's coming back. What's
God,
probably going to happen is Tommy on his way out of the city, because he got to get Ghost. He probably saw 2-Bit on the way, scooped him. So wherever Tommy's series is going to start, 2-Bit's going to hop out the vehicle with him, and it's on and popping.
All right, well, that finale, the season overall, I still enjoyed, but the plot twists and the need to try to shock us into stuff instead of just making people interesting and make us care about them is just like, oh Lord, have mercy. Anyway, I'll holler at y'all soon, man. Happy holidays to everybody.
Hey, there go Wos.
Happy New Year
for your contributions, bro. Yo, stay safe in the city. Stay warm. Come back home soon. All right, yo, so my question. First of all, how do we feel about Sax finally getting some pussy?
Hello.
After 7 seasons.
I don't like seeing white on white sex, man. I was off that.
You want an interracial?
Nah, it just looked like mayonnaise on the TV. I was cool.
Who was that? Who was that too, by the way?
It was the judge, bro.
No, it wasn't the judge.
That wasn't the judge. That was not the judge.
That chick was young.
Who was it?
She was the
was it the young
chick? She younger. She was some.
She's a chick early on when it first started off. That was like on the first
Maybe
episode.
she was the public defender in the first episode?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
Okay.
But long story short, I didn't feel it. I think it was just added in. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go get such.
Why does he get I just think about this nigga's lawyer or his agent arguing for fucking years. Get my client a fucking pussy scene, man. Look, get that nigga get some draws, man. Come on. And then finally,
people are questioning his sexuality.
Finally, they're like,
it was just him. It was just him and Tariq. They were the last two, right?
Yeah, I mean,
I think everybody got some.
Oh wait, no. Who hasn't fucked on fucking? Oh, Spanky never fucked.
I mean, look at him.
I know, but still.
Listen,
rest in peace, Spanky, bro.
2-Bit.
Rest in peace, Spank. But if you know Spanky in real life, Spanky wasn't getting.
By the way, read the tea leaves. Follow the breadcrumbs. 2-Bit has never fucked on the show either.
Hello.
I bet
2-Bit has never fucked on the show.
But you know why?
On it.
Oh man.
And by the way,
we know.
And if I were 2-Bit, I would tell my agent, don't push for that one. Keep this shit going.
No, we're gonna let that ride, bro.
Nah, we want these checks to keep coming because we ain't gonna never see 2-Bit and nothing else probably.
Yo, how about
he'll be in whatever Cameron documentary comes out.
By the way, baby girl is fucking taller than her mom now.
She's 14.
Hey,
isn't that what they said?
The fact that she be growing like that, bro, she might can hoop.
My favorite part is when Tasha's like, baby girl's fine. Me and you, like she was fucking dying at the idea of being in witness protection with the daughter.
With baby girl,
but not Tariq. But like, Tariq, me and you, let's run away. We'll leave baby girl back. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Listen, baby girl.
So I got a question. I don't know anything about witness protection. I don't get into that lane. Why couldn't Tasha's mom and baby girl and Tyreek all come to witness protection? Henry Hill, when he went to witness protection, his family came with him. So like, why couldn't they all come?
No,
with
well,
Tasha?
Tariq said, I'm not going into witness protection. I'm going to finish.
No, but I'm talking about how you like Tasha was. He said, "Where's baby girl?" or whatever her real name is. He didn't call her that, and she says, "I'm leaving her here because she's better. She's not like us. She's going to stay with my mom." I'm sorry. I thought witness protection worked where, hey, everyone needs to go because the people that are after us take out family members. They weren't worried about that.
No,
look, grandma about to go get off to everybody.
No. When she said that, when she said let's run away, that wasn't witness protection. That was like me and Tariq are going to be on the run, fugitives.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Like if she had
I
led
got
with
you.
baby girl and her mom, that was witness protection. That was like
Yeah.
the legal way or whatever. But she was trying to like dip
It's-
out.
It was so weak though, her screaming at the window, like,
I
was like,
don't want to
come
go.
on, man.
Not
I
my
don't
son.
want to go. She's doing it like Drake be doing his mom in the music.
Meanwhile, Tommy's like fucking 3 grave sites away from her.
Yo, by the
And
way,
why didn't he just shoot her?
I wanted
shoot him?
Tommy to shoot.
why didn't Monet
I
just
just
shoot
wanted-
him in the back of the head? I know why, because he's got a fucking whole Power season. And by the way, Power, by the
Yeah.
way, if you're listening to this, here's a hint. Maybe don't announce all the fucking new seasons of Power. That way,
Yeah.
if you hadn't done that, we wouldn't have known. Oh yeah, that nigga ain't dead when he crashed into a fucking gas station. Oh yeah, that nigga ain't gonna get shot when one is behind him, because we already know there's a Power book about Tommy. If they hadn't said shit, if they just kept shit a secret,
Well,
they just
look at Kanan though.
no. Kanan is obviously a fucking backstory though. It was obviously going to be a backstory. Like the Tommy one was a time
Won't Tommy
because-
shit?
because-
Tommy shit's gonna be modern.
because Power, the regular Power, the last season or whatever, ended with Tommy saying, "I'm going to California," and the nigga got in his Mustang and drive off. Right. So it's like, cool, we're good. We would have been like, all right, that nigga just drove away forever, right? But then after that episode, they came out with like, ooh, there's gonna be a Power about Tariq being at college. There's a Power that's gonna be a backstory on Kanan. There's gonna be a Power about Tommy in California. And I'm just like, well, once you told me there's gonna be a season about Tommy, I know that nigga ain't gonna die now. I know he like I lost control. Ooh, like no, he's alive clearly. And then he pops up in the graveyard like, Monet gonna shoot him. And once he said, "I'm gonna shoot you right now," she's just gonna hold still and wait while Tariq says, "Wait, don't shoot him." Like if you had a gun in your hand, you was ready to shoot somebody. Are you waiting for anybody in the audience to be like, if anyone should have an objection, let your feelings be known right now? And then wait, like, you? I see your eyes right there. You look like, oh, no, okay. Well, I guess, hold on. Oh, here we go. No one's going to do that shit. If I got a gun in my hand and I intend to shoot somebody, we not asking questions. Your ass is getting dropped.
Facts.
Shout out
Overall,
to-
what do we rate this? Bad show, good show.
I like this
You talking
season.
about the episode or the
The
series?
season.
The series.
Okay. Oh, no, the series ain't over, by the way, because there's a new season coming up. Because we already got the cliffhanger of Tariq next year, what we going to do and how we going to build this shit. And also, I think Braden is going to sell him out at some point in the future. But right now, Braden is his
Kill
Tommy.
my nigga Braden.
Braden, oh, you what?
I said, kill my nigga Braden. He out of here.
No, man, don't do that. I like Braden.
Nah.
He's loyal. He's
Nah.
loyal.
I'm cool.
He didn't sell him out. Pussy was thrown at him. And you know Braden the type that fucking jump at pussy. But that nigga said, no, as much as I'm intoxicated by the scent of your vagina, I'm not going to sell my boy out. And I appreciated that. I was like, you know what? I fuck with you, Braden.
All right. You trying to make me warm up to that nigga.
Warm up to that motherfucker, man.
But
He's fine.
Kane had me dying, bro. He's just a loose cannon, bro, and he gets to live. And now he's gonna be back in the muscle. He done earned his way back, probably. Monet having her heart to heart. Hey, when did Tasha become the bars of all bars? When she comes to women talking to them like, come to her, go to talk to women. She be barring up every woman and getting them up out of their shit. She got game. She be like,
I'm by the way,
she be like,
I'm with Tommy
ex-husband-
trying to kill her, by the way.
my ex-husband, he did me like that. He made me feel like I was the man. And then what all happened? I lost everything. And she just be getting it off on everybody. And then they just take the bait.
They fell for it.
They all fall for it. Now that shit be having me hot too. Because I'll be like, man, shoot her ass already. But yeah.
Yo, shout out to
I was
gonna say
go
shout
ahead.
out to Mary J. Blige for that that very expensive that very very expensive jacket that she had on. That was, I've never seen a boss rock. I guess was that a Louis jacket she had on? Like I've never
Mhm.
seen a boss have all that name brand shit on coming to a drop when she's about to catch a body at the same time.
Yo, the jacket matched the fucking bag that she used for the drop. Who fucking uses a Louis bag to drop the money? I guess if you were gonna like take it back, but to me that would be like a dead giveaway. You're like, you're not giving me like a $1,500 bag. Also in addition to the money that's in it.
And why does Rico? Why does Rico have one? Rico's the boss of bosses, right? Like, why does he have one hitman with him? Like, why does he have one bodyguard? I sound like I didn't like the episode, but I did.
Where did she hide the gun?
She got patted down.
She got patted down. But I guess it was in her ass cheeks because she told that nigga, don't be stupid now. Which
she did tell me.
I'll be honest, if I had to pat down a mob boss that was like built like Mary J. Blige, I would be like, I'm gonna be stupid right now.
Listen, that's uncalled for.
I was just saying, like, look, if I'm that guy and the boss like, yo, what did you do to Monet? I'm like, yo, I just patted her down. What? But I know what I. Yo, you guys remember the comedian Patrice O'Neal?
Mm-hmm. The GOAT.
Patrice,
the GOAT.
Yeah,
nigga.
Yeah. That's by the way, that's Andrew Schultz's favorite comedian.
Bomb, I'm just saying. I know niggas be saying Chappelle, nigga. When you get our age, go listen to some Patrice O'Neal.
Patrice was fucking hilarious. I ain't gonna call him the GOAT. I ain't gonna put him in that category, but he was fucking hilarious. But Patrice had a bit where he's talking about TSA, that there's no chance of all the TSA agents all over the airports, all over America, there ain't one of them who's a fucking like just absolute degenerate. That's just absolutely here. They took this job because they want to feel up motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck if it's women or men or whatever. Creep status, right? And so, true to form, I would absolutely, I think, try to be the creep fucking henchman. I'm like, I gotta pat somebody down, and it's a woman. I'm grabbing some ass cheek.
You're sicko mode.
Little thumb on the inner thigh.
Oh man,
I'm patting them down. I'm patting her down. What you want from me?
That's your job, bro. You got to do a thorough job.
That's my job. If my boss gets shot because you had a gun right by your vagina, guess who's in trouble? Not you. Well, I mean, maybe you. But me, I'm in trouble.
I was going to say, you don't even get no trouble because he gone.
That's true.
It's out of here, bro. He copped the field for Jackie to go down, bro. Or whatever bro name was. But overall, man, Power was a good show. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the evolution of Tariq. I don't like none of them other niggas, but it wouldn't be Power Fashion if they didn't have bad characters. So, shout outs to that.
Are we excited for the Kanan backstory?
They sold the hell out of that trailer. It looks good.
That's a weird way. I was like, yo, I actually think this is gonna be really good because it's set in the past. I don't know why.
Hey,
the Saab 5.
Long as they get to the future. Because if 50 Cent ain't in it early, I'm gonna struggle a little bit because I need that nigga to be ignorant as possible. He
can't be in it. He can't be in it. It's set in the fucking 1990s.
First off, bro, Fifth can be it's Fifth.
But he can't get
He'll be
older?
like the dad or some shit.
No. But I'm saying he can't get older into the age that he's supposed to be. Not before he actually links, but to go into the jail where Tasha set him up. Like,
shout out to Jerv saying he gonna be the dad. I'm Kanan Senior.
That would be some power shit right there for Fifth to just be the dad.
That would be some power shit. Yeah. Shout out to that. Yeah, I'm with it. Yo, I'm gonna call it. That's the show right there. We don't have nothing else, right? Nothing else on the rundown. One more thing.
I got one last thing, and you guys would love this.
What you got?
By the time this airs, it'll be Tuesday. Happy Founders Day to the bros.
Oh.
J5, we in the building, bro. Yo.
Yeah, man. Hey, yo, shout outs to the new homies, bro. Like my family and all that, and the homies I work with. We got a couple of new
Trey, the only reason they liked y'all because y'all wore red.
Nah, but you know what? They actually wasn't a part of that. The crazy thing about it, they was always kind of protected from that. But, shout
Hear that, Jerv? Protected, insulated. They kept y'all away from the real shit. Y'all play over here.
Shout outs to the Newts from Fresno. Shout outs to the
Jerv,
Newts from Hampton. Shout outs to the Newts from Texas Southern. Shout outs to the Newts.
Jerv, the immunity is for Philadelphia. It's not for candy canes.
Listen, bruh. Hey, whatever you gotta do, shout out to the bros, dog. Happy Founders Day.
Y'all go twirl a cane and fucking do a little step.
What year though, Jerv? What year? We gonna put you on?
1911, brother.
All right, brother.
Like
all right,
Don't do me
bro.
like that, bro.
I should know. I
5th,
should know y'all.
1911.
I should know all y'all shit, bro.
Indiana University, good brother.
Yo, real talk. For all the Jerv's brothers that have hair, go ahead and put extra product in it. Let everyone know that you have the quote unquote good hair. For those of y'all like Jerv who are come natural and came home, I guess, I don't know. Do y'all put powder on? Like, do y'all put makeup? I don't know what y'all do.
I use Nivea, bro. Nivea on my scalp, brother.
Shouts to Nivea, man. That's a hood classic. That's up there with Palmer's cocoa butter.
And,
Shout out to Palmer's cocoa
Bumpy
butter. And by the way, do they sponsor any podcasts? If not, holla at me. I'd love a sponsor.
Yeah, I would love that, honestly.
Oh, I'd take a cocoa butter sponsor in a heartbeat.
Oh my God, Palmer's?
Shit.
You know what? Ben in marketing, yo, holla at Palmer's. See if they gonna sponsor the pod. And on that note, yo, thank you for listening to Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name's Amin Hassan. Shout out to Big Wos. Shout out to Blk Tray. Shout out to Big Jerv. Shout out to City of Philadelphia. Shout out to super producer Rob Lopez. And we'll catch y'all next week. Make sure you are like, subscribe, all that good shit so that you hear Crazy Sexy Cool that came before us yesterday. So you hear Wednesday Service with Naima and Karn. So you hear Woke Bros with Nando and Waz. So you hear Growing Up the Same with Trey and Jason Madison, produced by John Gervais. This has been Black Opinions Matter. I just spilled my drink all over my pants.
This nigga.
It looks like I pissed myself.
I messed myself.